Hey, I thought I'd update you guys on what's been going on with closers. Now, I'm honestly pretty shocked at how well the fatigue removal seems to be going for them. I didn't really think that it would attract that many new people. Usually, it's always normal. What people don't realize, it's always normal for MMOs, the populations to, lapse and reduce drastically after a while. But with this game, it's lagging so much right now because pretty much all the channels are full. Now, to put things in perspective, if you play other versions, if you play the various other versions of the game, basically you'd have maybe 2 or 3 channels would be maxed, or max capacity, or a chaos, which is close to max, which is the level before full. You would have maybe 2 or 3 of them tops at chaos, and very rarely one of them would be full. Usually Playing Gate or Union Division, which are the end game channels. And now the whole thing is full, and the game's lagging like crazy. If I try to do anything, there's a pretty significant delay. So the fatigue is gone. There don't seem to be any real repercussions for it or anything. They didn't do anything stupid like Nexon DFO and nerf the experience tables or mess with anything like that. So that part is nice. I was worried they were going to put something like that under the rug, but luckily that didn't happen. Now, the most controversial thing is you'll see all these luck stabilizers. Basically, all the fatigue potions can either be turned into luck stabilizers or Malik statues, but the Malik statues are barely anything. Unless you hoarded dozens and dozens and dozens, maybe even hundreds of fatigue potions, you really aren't going to make much money off this. So I just got a bunch of luck stabilizers, so now I've got enough for the next month or so, roughly. Now, there's been quite a few problems. If I scroll down here, oh, they actually fixed it. But earlier, it was showing Korean events on the event servers. So it was kind of a little odd there, but that's been fixed. There's a J level up reward, which honestly isn't that great. I was hoping it would give some gear or something, but it's pretty much just all generic stuff. The phase stabilizers are nice. 7 days of elite is not bad, or 3 days. I think I can upgrade a costume really quick. Hold on. Oh no, I can't. So there's a special agent event for Jay. The best things you can craft is a permanent special agent costume, which I will probably get because it looks pretty cool. It's definitely one of the cooler looking special agent costumes. You get an enhancement boost, which I think is honestly a waste of time. The best stuff to get is easily the gear booster box, because there's a chance that you can get a plus 12 and you can get 2 of them, so you've got 2 chances. Either way, I think it's pretty weighted towards plus 11, so plus 11 boosters are not bad either, especially since you can use the enhancement fortifier and try to get up to 12 that way. Or you can go from 12 to 13. So let me craft some talismans here. No, the verdict's still out on if the fatigue system is actually going to affect the economy as much as people are fearing, myself included. But I think there's a chance that things will be okay. At the very least, there's more people playing the game than there were before, that's for sure. I just don't know if I would trust the game to do something sensitive like raid content right now because of how bonkers everything is at the moment. It's very packed. Now, I've gone over Jay's special agent stuff before, so I'm just going to go ahead and play. It does make him a lot more fun, cover some of his weaknesses, like the low range he has. I feel like they should have just removed the fatigue at the beginning. Or at the very least, they should have put more thought into the weekly fatigue system and not limit people on the first day that they're playing, because that's what pisses people off the most. You know, I have a high tolerance for fatigue systems because I've played so many action MMOs over the years, and I know that the games are designed around them, but the average person just gets pissed off. So I hope it was the right choice. I mean, they definitely have more people playing. This FM4 is so cool. So I thought I would explain something to people. If you're coming back to the game or you're new and you want the platinum status, there's actually a really cheap way to do it for, I think it would be about $15, including, you know, all the tax and stuff. So right now I've got about 4.5 months of platinum saved up, and I can actually get some more. I'm probably gonna go through for the rest of the year because that's when they plan on having pretty much all the content out, like the purification and stuff. The Korean version actually went through a couple months of having like really no significant content at all, so I think by the time that they finish this, there actually won't be as much of a discrepancy between this version and the other ones. So let me tab out here really quick. Let me load up my Steam window. So if you go to the store page, right now they have a sale, and this only goes until the 5th, so my timing is not the best here. So with this, you get 30 days of elite status, and then you get a bunch of other junk. The only other thing that's really good is the plus 11 gear boost. The rest of the stuff is pretty much trash. A lot of this stuff is really easy to craft, and if you have a bunch of fatigue potions, then you're going to be swimming in luck stabilizers anyway. But what's broken about this, or what's interesting about this, is that you can buy 2 of them per account. So if you buy 2 of these for, it would be about $8, then you would have 60 days of elite. Now you need 90 days of elite stacked up to get platinum. That's when you get the extra bonuses like the loot box and the other stuff, the extra raid entries and everything. So you can actually go ahead and buy the second pack. Oh, hold on. Clicked on the wrong thing. You could buy the starter pack here and get your third 30-day elite status voucher. Now, in terms of the other stuff, the costumes, you can actually like upgrade these, or you can salvage them to get a bunch of phase fibers and try to get the Dark Command that way if you want, or you can wait for cybernetics. It's really up to you. The rest of the stuff is, I wouldn't really call it useful anymore. The resurrection capsules are nice. The healing potions are actually really nice for raids because you're going to be eating so much damage regardless. So for about, actually yeah, it would be about $16. You can get pretty much everything, and you would have platinum status for the majority of the rest of the year. If you did it today or by the end of the sale, then you would have it until about late October, which is not bad. That's when it seems like they're going to be pushing more updates out or regularly. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on right now. I just thought I'd let people know. In terms of the economy, I hear that the Violet costumes are pretty massively inflated, but you know, she's a little girl in a action MMO, so obviously there's going to be lots of people interested in that stuff. Let's look at her prices really quick before I sign off. Yeah, so the weapons are actually pretty normally priced. This one here is 20 million. But I'm sure the actual clothes are more expensive. Yeah, they're kind of expensive right now. They're not bad. You can see how long it's taking to load everything. Like, the server's just completely overloaded right now, which I don't think they were expecting this many people to be logged on simultaneously. I really question why they didn't just remove the fatigue at the beginning. I think the biggest problem with the weekly fatigue system, actually the only problem I had with it was that you could only use 170 on the first day. Now for me, it didn't really bother me that much. I have experience with the Korean version of this game. But to the average person, you know, you get in the tutorial zone and you can only play for like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours if you're like really slow and you actually read all the story text. Like, that is what turns people off. So I hope that people will stick around. I mean, it seems like the game has had quite a bit of a resurgence. Like I said, all the channels are full, or very close to full, and the game is actually the server is kind of crumbling under the pressure. So I hope that, you know, this was a good move. I hope that the economy will continue to be stable. I'm sure with more people playing, there will be more people using the cash shop, so that might indirectly drive the prices of the cash items down. Right now, there's still not a large variety of cash items that are not avatars. Like, all this stuff can just be earned from playing the game, but you get into stuff like the crafting items, and things start to get a little expensive. Like, slot mods are actually kind of cheap right now because they're the daily deal of the moment. Enhancement fortifiers are actually down quite a bit too, which is pretty cool. Hyperclocked equalizers are still like 30 million. I sold all mine for like 29,950,000 when I bought the $40 pack, and that's why I have like 300 million right now. So hopefully things will work better than we think. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off there. I'll probably put up some more raw gameplay tomorrow. I just thought I'd update people on what's going on. Right now, the game it's popping right now. There's lots of people playing, so hopefully things will work out better than we thought. Thanks for watching. Peace.